let's get into the show. Now, obviously, ladies and gentlemen, God rest Kevin Samuels. So he passed away 3 years ago, which is ironic because tomorrow will mark the third year anniversary. It's still today. Tomorrow will mark the 3rd year anniversary of me introducing myself to a bigger audience on YouTube. This side. Fight Club sector. The Fight Club sector. Let's just call it that. Tomorrow will mark 3 years that I've been on this side of YouTube. So, with Kevin Samuels passing, a lot of people ask me, what did Kevin Samuels do for me? Like, how did he make me better? Quite frankly, when it comes to the lessons he gives the men, as far as like how to dress, how to carry yourself, a lot of stuff, Kevin Samuels didn't need to tell me that because my dad is still in my life. I'm just gonna be frank with you. Everything that I heard Kevin Samuels say, it was just a rerun of whatever my dad said, or whatever some OGs on the block said, or whatever. I just stopped myself right there because some people don't need to be named. He didn't say anything that I ever heard in the last 30 plus years, honestly. So the only thing that I can say Kevin Samuels has done for me is in the entertainment aspect, of course, and how to be a content creator through the advice that he gives in the Patreon. And that's it. That's all he did for me. So y'all see what I got on. This is me. Believe it or not, this is not me dressing all the way up in comparison to what I could really do. I just threw on all black and a red tie. Honestly. I can't, but with the some of the advice, like when it comes to the high value and Henry stuff, put that to the side because he's talking to a specific group of men. He's not talking to everybody. I've always said that. When it comes to being a high value man, when it comes to being a Henry, high earners not rich yet. Yeah, when it comes to those, that's a specific group. But put them to the side. How a man is supposed to be, how a man is supposed to carry himself, how a man is supposed to take care of his family and that type of stuff. I have already heard that. So this is just reruns of something that is nothing spectacular. I'll say that. And this is not to degrade him or diminish him. It's just when it comes to Christopher J, he heard all of this before. I heard all of this before already. I'm being respectful. I'm being very respectful because I do respect the work that he has done. So with me hearing all of the things Kevin said, I also get to hear how other people react to him. Obviously, we saw the videos of how the women will approach him, and he just react based off of the energy he gets. We get that. I'm not actually talking about the women. I want to talk to the brothers. One thing I'm still not a fan of is niggas looking for brownie points. You're constantly trying to seek validation and get approval from somebody who's not giving you the time of day. It would never cease to amaze me how far some men will go to get favor from a woman. Not because whatever the conversation is, that person is right. For the simple fact that you are a woman, I want your support. So I am willing to believe anything or say anything that's going to get us to align. This is the type of dudes that I'm talking about. So, What happened today? Shout out to IRL in real life on Clubhouse. This, oh shoot, I'm so sorry. Almost fucked up. Start the event. All right, we are good. We are now officially live on Clubhouse. Ladies and gentlemen, we're broadcasting live on YouTube, X, Facebook, Instagram, and now on Clubhouse. The reason why I'm on Clubhouse and not TikTok, because I actually need to put the link at the top right here, because I want said person or anybody who is like this person to hear this. And if you have a problem, I'm really not that hard to find. So, with that being said, let's continue. For these people that is seeking brownie points for females, how can I say this respectfully? Outside that, I want you to die a horrible death. I guess this is safe.
You are stupid. You are stupid. And don't forget, you are stupid.
See, I don't believe people respect women. I really don't. And here's why I believe that. Because you think there are some men who think that women cannot see through their bullshit. They think women are completely oblivious to the game and what's going on. Like they can't spot that shit a mile away. They know you don't believe in what you're saying. They know this. They know you're a paid actor. But if they're gonna get their foot rubbed, a back massage, and they walls licked, and they ain't gotta receive no penis out of it, they see that as a fair exchange and they'll take it. Does anybody want to tell me I'm lying? Anybody's more than welcome to tap in the chat, I'm lying, or they want to tell me that directly, I can drop your link as well. When dudes are looking for these sympathy points or looking for favor, we all see it. Here's why I'm saying all this. If we're putting high value and the Henry talking points to the side because that doesn't apply to everybody, there's nothing that Kevin Samuels said that was wrong. You know how I know that you know what he said is not wrong? Because you heard your father say it to you. You heard your older brother say it to you. You heard your uncle say it to you. You heard your grandfather say it to you. You heard your older male cousin say it to you. You heard your coach say it to you. You heard your teacher say it to you. You heard your mentor say it to you. All these different different groups of men that is in your life has said the exact same thing he said. Kevin Samuels, and I say this respectfully, was nothing but a broken record. There's nothing that he could teach me regarding how to be a man, how to carry yourself, how to dress, all this other stuff. He can't teach me how to do this. Now, if he wants to make suggestions like some colognes or candles or stuff, okay, I'm willing to listen. I have no problem with listening to what he got to say. He was like, okay, Tom Ford, all right, cool. I'll give it a shot. You know, I was like, nah, I don't like that flavor. It's all good. But ironically, now that I think about it, some of the fragrance he has suggested, if I came across it, probably not something I would take. But it opened to other ones that I was like, okay, I like this one. Matter of fact, one of these days, One of these days, I'm going to tell you guys all suggest a fragrance, and I'm actually playing around with it because now I'm trying to. Um, I got to shop by seasons now because I have a particular style of fragrance that I prefer, but I gotta match the seasons. That's something I gotta work. Brittany, what are you saying? Fathers, but what about all the single mothers? That I don't know. What you want me to say? Well, okay, I see what you're saying. Single mothers do put you on game as well. We're not gonna. We're never gonna say they don't. Now I know some people have had a rough time with dealing with single mothers. I get it. I understand, but you'll be. Let me tell you something. Some of the best advice that you guys have received from came from a woman as well, single mothers and all, because some people forget that those single mothers they were kids too, which means they had a parent, particularly a father or a grandfather or uncle or the male cousins. All these people that was putting game to you, you didn't think they put game to the women as well? Now, how they became a single mother, we don't have to get into that because everybody has a different journey. But to Brittany's point, yes, single mothers can keep you game as well. And quite frankly, if you guys really listen, I hear this more on Clubhouse because I don't hear a lot of women. I don't hear a lot of women talk on the YouTube side. I'm in comparison to Clubhouse, I don't hear a lot. You listen to some of these single mothers. I know people want to say I can't listen to them because they sound aggressive. So that means that they're not feminine. There's so many levels of femininity. You just don't know, but we will talk about that later. And you listen to some of them are telling you game, and they're telling you, and they're also telling you how the woman that you want is moving. So what to look out for. But we'll talk about that later. There's a reason why I was bringing up your father, your grandfather, your uncle, your cousin, all your culture strategic, all these different male role models in your life. There's a reason why I was bringing them up because they told you every single thing that they told you is the same thing that somebody told him, and he decided to tell that to the internet, and he was very successful in doing so. They can't have fathers because they was raised by single moms. They needed KS. Some do, and I say that's fine because some of them needed KS, especially in context 2020 pandemic. Okay, cool. Some of them did need them, but with KS being here, like I said, if you listen, not you, Brittany, of course, he's not saying anything different that we haven't heard before. But it takes. I'm not the only one. There's other brothers who will say, "Okay, I heard him say this before," and also, here's what he said. Here's the context, and let me offer you a different perspective with what he's saying. Now you get to transition away from Kevin to something a little bit more intimate, as far as actually building a relationship or community with other brothers who can who can teach that same message and teach more and do more like a Big Brother program ish. So there's that. But that has happened. But that's happening more now, obviously, because 3 years he's been gone, and I think I have seen the brothers who do need that help transition to other men who can actually help them out with that. That's just my take on that. Let me get some water real quick. But with saying all that, these men are calling Kevin Sarah bitch ass nigga, hoe ass nigga, goofy ass nigga, all this other stuff. Glad he's dead. Wish he died sooner. and that type of stuff. I don't understand where that vitriol is coming from. Shout out to my guy, Twin, in the IG chat. What up, man? Why that level of vitriol? You with? Because, number one, I thought we don't talk about the dead. I thought we don't speak ill on the dead. But you're going to say that goofy stuff and call him all these names. It's like, okay, we can play that game. Because you're entitled to your own opinion. Real quick, NKS didn't teach. Oh, I'm sorry. NKS didn't just teach the how to, but he told them to do, and why it's important to look the part. Yeah, he did. You got not only got to talk, you got to talk the part, you got to look the part. You're absolutely right. How you dress matters. How you carry yourself matters. The words you say matters at the end. It's a combination of everything. That's something I heard my dad say that consecutively. Even back then, although times has changed a little bit, not that much. You can say all the good shit, but if you don't look the part, no one's gonna listen to you, unfortunately. And of course, you're talking about corporate America and that type of stuff. So, when people are degrading his name, and granted, most people are degrading the name don't have a foundation to stand on. Usually, they never do. So, if he's a bitch ass nigga, a hoe ass nigga, a goofy ass nigga, a trick ass nigga, a sloppy ass nigga, a fraud ass nigga, okay, let's do all of that. Bring it all in. Let's go. Let's go, fellas. Bring it in. What's the worst thing you can say about it? Okay. Now, if he's all of this, I want to insult you. To the men that say that, I'm not going to insult you. I'm not going to do that to you. But I will say this. All he did was articulate the same thing that your father said. I didn't really say something. Hey, StreamYard, please fix these updates. This is trash. Sorry. But all he's saying is the same thing that your father said. Your grandfather, your uncle, your cousins. All these male role models in your life that put you on game, that put you in a spot to win in life. All these messages came from people before us. And now it's our job to pass the information that was given to us, transition it to the younger generation. So if he's all these names that you say he was, wouldn't that mean your father is too? Or did he walk out of your life before prequel started? Oops.
Don't fucking fight with me, nigga! Rookie mistake. Don't do it again. Don't do it again.
That was an accident, my bad. So, if Kevin Samuels is all of these things that you say he is, technically, so is your father, so is your cousins, so is all these men who brought you to where you at right now. All these men that played a part, put Kevin to the side. All these men that played a part into who you are as a man. What are they? If they told you, if they said the exact same thing that he said, because he got it from his elders, just like your people got their shit from their elders, and guess what? You don't get to pass that to your kids. So what does that make you? Takes one to know one? Ooh, should have said.
Don't fucking fight with me, nigga! Rookie mistake. Don't do it again. Don't do it again.
Twin on IG. To me, the man was speaking facts about reality. RIP to him. Yes, sir. RIP. Yeah, all he was speaking was facts. Now, when it comes to certain things, like depending on what your personal beliefs are, your religious, your spiritual beliefs, I get it. I understand. But other than that, when it comes to the common grounds of what a man is supposed to do, what a man is supposed to be, that's all he was speaking on. Like I said, high value, high earners, high rich at. Put that to the side. You might not even be in that category. Chances, or actually, majority of y'all is not in that category. So he wasn't talking about you. You have your own category. Just play your part. Or maybe that's why you know what? Maybe that's why you was mad. Because there's an exclusive group that he was always talking to. You just didn't fit in. That's what it is. You just didn't fit in to the group. I think I'll call it the Kevin Six. Let's see. What was it again? Where is it at? I remember I wrote it down a long time ago. It's 6 of them. Okay, here it is. Is this why you didn't like Kevin? Who said something pretty sad?
There we go.
I want to fight you just on general principle. And I can beat you.
Brittany B, ladies and gentlemen. Brittany B. So why is it that the men? I'm talking to the man. I don't have no reason to talk to the women right now. Why did you hate this man? So, what's with this raw vitriol that you have for him? What was the problem? What? You're not a six-figure man? Neither am I. I'm not six figures. I happen to work a lot, bust my ass, and just do what I gotta do as a man. My family don't care that I'm not a six-figure guy yet. They just want to make sure is the lights on, is the food, is the necessities done. If all of that stuff is taken care of, I'm a blessed man. So yeah, I'm not a six-figure earner. So that means I'm automatically disqualified for doing this for like 3 to 5 years, which is the second thing that he talks about. Third thing, am I accepted by other high-value men? I'm going to say right now, I don't give a damn about being accepted by anybody. So we can go ahead and cancel that shit. What is it? Network with others. I'm not much of a people person. However, my networking skills are getting a little bit better. I will say that, but especially with my degree that I received last month, I'm definitely going to have to eventually work on that networking stuff. Visibility on the income on the executive level. That's down the road. I'm not even thinking about that. And can I be useful? I don't need to be a six-figure man. I don't need to be a high-value man to be useful. For those who know, I have been pretty damn useful for the 3 years that I've been here. So I'm not even gonna state that. But see, I'm not a hater. I know where I fall in the food chain. You're mad because you're on the outside and you can't get in. You are literally on your tippy toes, picking up at the window to see what's going on inside. And you're not invited, you're not welcome. That's why you don't like him. Now, granted, like I said, when I did the stream a year and a half ago, yeah, it's been a year and a half now, that I did a stream of like the end of a high value man, meaning that conversation needs to die down, because if you don't belong in that conversation, stop trying to put yourself in it. Let it go. You hate this man because he brought this online. I wish he didn't do that either, but that's why you hate him. That's why it's fuck him. That's why you think he's a goofy. That's why you think he's a whole ass nigga. Because he just drew the line in the sand, and you're not on the side where he resides. And ladies and gentlemen, that's fine. Neither am I. I'm not there. I'm not. One day, yeah, sure. Yeah, it's gonna happen, but I'm not rushing. I like this slow grind, this slow process that I'm in. I'm gonna get there sooner than later. But it's not like, oh, I can't wait to be a high value man. I don't give a fuck. You know why I don't care? I'm already a blessed man. Like I said, the people that I'm responsible for, they're already taken care of. I'm good. What I get part of a group or be recognized as a high value man means nothing to me. And quite frankly, I said this on Clubhouse, I'm gonna say it here. And matter of fact, hell, you guys can go back to what Angerman said when I interviewed him a couple years ago. You might get these 6, but there's another level when it comes to being high value. There's other criteria that you have to meet. And guess what? Chances are you might not be a high value man yourself. You might be able to really count on one hand how many people are high value. That's how long that list is. So you was never going to be in that club anyway. But it's still fuck him, as you guys say. And that's like, all right, cool. You comfortable speaking on deck? Cool. Go ahead, do your thing. Just be advised. There's cupcake points that you're looking for. That bitch don't want you. And this is why people call men, I'll say, this is why people say black men are simps. They're willing to do anything for some pussy, only to not get the pussy. And they're willing to justify it, which means...
Look, after this conversation right now, the black woman is God.
Shut up, Logic. Shut up, Logic.
People do anything for pussy these days. This is wild. Even shit on a dead man. But go ahead and do your thing. If it's working for you, which I see the results, it's not working. It's not working at all. Sorry. But if some fantasy world you think the more times you go against the grain and you shit on the things that is actually good for you, it's gonna help. All right, go right ahead. But we'll be back here, and I'm just gonna be here to say I told you so. And you did that for some box. Especially from these type of chicks.
She belongs to the streets.
I'm gonna need you to gain some standards. He told you that. Did your father tell you that?
Don't fucking fight with me, nigga! Rookie mistake. Don't do it again. Don't do it again.
Okay, that's my last time doing that. But all just aside, Kevin Samuels, like I said, although I do believe he was a broken record in a good way, because everything he stated I've heard before, to what Brittany stated, there are most respected women love KS. Absolutely. 100%. And the operative word is respected women. The ones who did it, is like, you know what, it's cool. You don't like him, that's not your cup of tea, cool. Going out the way to disrespect a man, I think that's foul. Now, you have an objective opinion or a different perspective, I'm willing to listen to that all day, because you might be able to teach me something new that I overlook. I'm willing to do that. But to flat out disrespect a man, all this other stuff, is because, well, we all know why. I'm not, like I said, I'm not getting on the women. I think I've done that a couple of times, pertaining to this gentleman. I've done that a couple of times before, and that's just beating a dead horse. Today, I wanted to talk to the brothers, to the sip-ass niggas, the pandering nigga. I don't care if you got, I don't care if you sound like homeboy from Ed, Edd n Eddy, Sarah's friend, or you could sound like you the biggest gangster out of Memphis. I don't care about that. I know a sip when I hear it. I know a panda when I say it. I know a cupcaker when I say it. I know somebody who's seeking for brownie points, and you're willing to speak ill on the dead, especially on a black man, to get some pussy. And that's how I lose respect for you. Like, real talk. That's how I lose respect for you.
I want to fight you just on general principle.
And I can beat you.
Because I would kick your ass in front of
All over the
everybody,
place.
and that's how much I do not believe in you. I see this, and then you talk, and I'm like, get the out of my ring.
Yeah, we all see you. Y'all don't know that we see you. I don't know how y'all don't, but if you blinded by pussy, that's all you see, then that makes sense. But 3 years later, it's still rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. Thank you for all the contributions that you have brought to the community. Like I said, as a content creator, he has made me better as far as how to visualize things, what equipment to use, what to look to on the content side. He has helped me out with that. Like as far as everything else, I already got that down pat. I listened to some of the suggestions as far as fragrance and that type of stuff. Cool. But other than that, rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. 3 years later, I'm pretty sure he has made a lasting effect that his name still rings 3 years later. So, God rest his soul to the Godfather. Okay.